I'm Jay from West Midlands Canine Academy.
Personally, I feel like if your dog don't want to follow you, there's something majorly wrong with your relationship, like majorly. Everything I do with training and the lifestyle of how I bring my dogs up, I always think about real life scenarios, because real life scenarios is where your dog can get in trouble or end up getting put down. So I do all of these things to keep my dog safe and myself safe and to keep the breed safe. I was out on a walk basically with Shadow, and as you can see, basically I was going to explain a few things about how I keep my dogs like this basically. So he's off lead right now, he can do what he wants, there's no long line, no e-collar at the moment because I haven't trained him on that. And if you notice, I'm not really speaking to him or doing anything with him, but if you look at Shadow and see what he's doing, he's lurking basically. He never really wanders too far. He always tries to stay in a nice surface area of what I'm doing basically, because that's what I've taught him to do. I don't want my dogs to want to wander off miles and miles away from me. Like if I just walk off now, he'll just follow me. So that just shows how good of a relationship you've got with your dog, because personally I feel like if your dog don't want to follow you, there's something majorly wrong with your relationship, like majorly. Like your dog should just naturally want to do these things if you bring it up in the correct way basically. Shadow here. That was a recall. You come straight to me, that's fine. Now he can do what he wants. And yeah, basically this is just a quick video just to show you basically like I can have my dogs free. Obviously there's no distractions at the moment, so yeah, it's easy work in it, but we can do this in both. No distractions or distractions. It's best to start off with no distractions when you're first doing these kind of things and build yourself in and in and in to where you can do it anywhere you go. So the toy here, this toy here is really good because it's got a string on. So I don't like balls what don't have no string on, because there's no way for me to engage with the dog. It's more like a single game, like yeah, you throw the ball, the dog gets the ball and bring it back. But with this, for example, I'll show you now. Sure. Go get it. Come on, bring it. Come on. Yeah. Right. And now he's got the toy. Now we can have a little game, you know what I mean? Like this is our game. And this is what he kind of lives for, you know what I mean? Like, as long as the game's to do with me, he's willing to play, basically. And after a bit, I'll let him win the toy. So he always wants to bring it back to me. I don't want to always, every time he comes back to me, take the toy off him. Come here, boy. Here, boy. Yeah. Boy. Yeah, so I don't really want to take the toy off him every single time I call him back, because eventually it will come to the point where I'll throw the toy for him and he'll just run off with it and he'll never want to bring it back, because he'll feel like, oh, the game's not really fair, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he throws it and then he just takes it off me every single time. So I like to have a nice balance. Now he's got the toy and he can do what he wants with it. If I want it back, I'll call him, I'll tell him to drop it. Shadow here. Out. Out. Good boy. Sit. And also as well, these things are good as well for impulse control, because he really wants this toy, yeah, but if I want, leave, I can put it right in front of him. I can wave it around in front of him and he knows he's not allowed to touch it because I've told him to leave it. If I say the warrior yes word, which I'm going to say now, then he will get it, yes. And that shows you that my markers work really good, because he knows that when I say the yes word, you can get what you want. And I'm just showing him basically like, no matter what we do, as long as I say it, then it's okay. I don't want him to just make his own decisions too tough. Like if I'm swinging the ball around, I don't want him to just want to grab it out of my hand. I want him to do it controllably, because you have to think about real life scenarios. Say for example, there's a kid running around and he's got a ball on a string in the park. You don't want your dog to see it and be like, oh yes, there's a ball, let me go rag it out his hand. So everything I do with training and the lifestyle of how I bring my dogs up, I always think about real life scenarios, because real life scenarios is where your dog can get in trouble or end up getting put down. So I do all of these things to keep my dog safe and myself safe and to keep the breed safe. So it's beneficial for everyone to know these kind of things. Good. Out. Boy.